Hi, everyone. Good Friday afternoon, and welcome to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us for this little rainy start to the weekend. As we usually do, kick it off with former state representative, former Deputy Secretary of State, now heads up Stages of Freedom, Ray Rickman, to give his big view.
When I was 18 years old, a long time ago, time passes, I touched Robert Kennedy's fingertips, maybe 2 or 3 fingers, I'm not sure. They let school out, Wayne State University. Robert Kennedy was in the back of a truck, fabulous old truck, and they were going down this road, and he was campaigning, and about 4,000 or 5,000 students, me in the lead, we followed him, chased him, and it was unbelievable. I touched his fingers. Now, can you believe a politician that people are excited about, have feeling for, believe he's going to change the world because he's interested in reducing, eliminating poverty. He's interested in fighting racism. He goes to Mississippi and walks in the mud. What a time, the 60s, both bad and good. Vietnam, 55,000 Americans killed for nothing, and we knew at the time. Of course, half the population's in favor of the war because they're in favor of all wars. And of course, now 99% know it was stupid. These politicians, what they cannot do. Lyndon Johnson, very bad man, very good man. Great civil rights advocate. Great. Creates the war on poverty. A lot of the war on poverty is a pushback against Robert Kennedy being the great advocate. So Lyndon Johnson's going to outdo him. It's really an interesting era. Now we have in the White House Donald Trump bad-mouthing an American hero, John McCain. In each decoration there, there's somebody. There's Eisenhower for World War II. I mean, we can name them. Sometimes it's space cadets and space astronauts and the like who are our heroes. But John McCain, Republican, I'm not too thrilled about his politics, but I always appreciated and liked the man and thought he was indeed a war hero. Young in Vietnam and what he didn't suffer. Back to the 60s. And then this man, Donald Trump, who spends his energy, money, capital, lawyers, fixing it, telling lies so he doesn't have to go to Vietnam, has the audacity to sink this low and to denounce John McCain, not once, not twice, but so far 11 times. A U.S. Senator, Republican, off the record, of course, said that Donald Trump is a sick puppy. Sick. Let me end on a high note. No, first I have to tell you before my high note. The librarian at Brown told me today she finds it unbelievable. Her brother, the Republican, who's always been anti-communist, who's always been pro-FBI, who's always been pro-everything on the right, is now weak on all those things because Trump tells him to be. So for 50 years, he's one way. In the last 24 months, he's another. She finds it unbelievable. So I ask her to ask him if Trump should be ashamed of himself for denouncing John McCain. I'll report to you soon. But let me end on a very high note. The 94-year-old former president of the United States of America, honorable man, never a hint of anything but honor with his time in the White House and afterwards. Jimmy Carter today becomes the oldest living former president. By one day, President Bush Sr., he had the record and lost it yesterday. In death, he lost it. During life, he had it. And now Jimmy Carter, alive and well enough, honors us by becoming legendary figure, Jimmy Carter.